colonization, when we look at the scenario within the Indian context, the economic drain of wealth has been spoken about quite a bit. And we have a long history of this discourse. It started with Dadabhai Naoroji and it continues till date. However, the social, cultural impact of colonization, incidentally, has not been studied much. This is an area where a lot of work needs to be done. It is not that people have not done some work, there is some history to it, but there's far more territory that needs to be covered. My effort is a small contribution in this direction. What I have done over a period of time is that I have developed my own theory called Indian post-colonial theory. I will be speaking about that, and within the context I will be talking about the colonization of Indian mind and education. So when you study Western epistemology and Western philosophies and compare them with the Indian ones, you find that there is an inflection point in terms of difference, and that is surrounding dichotomies, dualities and binaries. If you look at our darshana systems, despite the fact that there are variations in terms of ontology and sometimes methodology of knowledge pursuit, there is one commonality in epistemology, which is involving the transcendence of dualities and dichotomies. Transcendence of dichotomies and dualities.
Of dichotomies?
And dualities. And the discourse invariably begins with very simple dichotomies and dualities, like true and false, right and wrong, night and day, and so on and so forth. Now, what these traditions, particularly Buddhism and Vedanta, say is that the mind has a propensity of looking at different halves of the binaries as mutually exclusive categories. So when we think about true, we think that true is true and false is false. Right is right and wrong is wrong. What I'm talking about may feel very elementary, but incidentally, it has profound implications for psycho-spiritual growth. So going back to where we were, the mind has this natural tendency or capacity to think that every half of every binary is exclusive to itself and not dependent on the other. But when you analyze it, when you look at it deeply, you find that one half of the binary is contingent upon the other half. You cannot conceptualize right if you cannot conceptualize wrong. You take out wrong, right also goes away. True can only be conceptualized if false is conceptualized. You take out one, the other disappears. Similarly, in order to experience day, it is important that night exists. If night is taken away, then day won't exist. Mahayana Buddhism explains this within the discussion of Pratitva Samudpad. One half of every binary is contingent or dependent upon the other. Nagarjuna specifically also takes this position, which is known as the Chatuskoti position, which is that the mind has the tendency or the propensity to take one or more positions of the following possibilities. A is true, A is false, A is both true and false, A is neither true nor not false. The last one is slightly tricky. A is neither true nor not false. And he makes the claim that all these positions are positions of ignorance and not knowledge, which is pragya in his understanding. So understanding the limitations of mind and understanding that the binary halves are contingent upon each other, you find this discourse where the mind has to be transcended.
But in terms of the modern